Hi guys, Piotr here, this is LiteFinance Global YouTube channel. It's my pleasure to be with you again. End of the quarter, end of the month approaching very fast with all the market turbulence all around the world. Well, it's gonna be very important where we are when it comes to the quarterly close, monthly close, and weekly as well. So let's have a look what we have. What we can start with is a Nasdaq monthly chart. As you can see here, we do have yearly open, right? We move strongly to the downside based on what we have all around the globe, right? Strong move to the downside. But what has happened is very important, where the market reacted, and market reacted very nicely around a very strong support, very strong demand level around 13,200 when it comes to the Nasdaq. All right, that's the very important. Now what is even more important, where we are right now coming to the end of the month, that's gonna be extremely important. So let's place few important lines. Yearly open, that's gonna be the red dotted line over here. There you go. This line is a monthly chart, so red again. There you go. Very important. Let's make it here. All right. So as you can see, for now we do have the yearly open, which is crucial, around 16,400, and we have very significant demand around 13,100, 13,200. All right, and we've seen extreme reaction based on the demand level. Now what is important, what I'm talking about here, is what we are testing currently. So what we are testing currently is the bottom of the candle, breakout candle from where we made the new high, right? So let's place another significant line, all right? And that's what we are testing currently. As you can see, that's the significant and crucial level. Well, if we are going to get the close above this line, if we are going to get the close above 15K, that's gonna be significant. It might open the way towards 15,600, right? So we might see retest of this bottom when it comes to the December. All right, so we know where we are from the very high time frame. We are talking about the monthly, but it's also gonna be very important to understand where we are when it comes to the quarterly candle, right? It's a candle to the downside where we are trying to hold significant level, right? And if we are going to open this level, then the next one down towards 11,000, and then again 10,900, the zone, the whole zone of the 100 points could be in place. It could be done via one-to-one from where we are right now. As you can see very clearly, right, 1-to-1, where this bounce is equal to the latest rally. That's quite significant, and you should have that one in your mind when trying to navigate through the market, the current market developments. All right, so we know that around current level we have huge monster supply zone right now. So let's have a look where we are when it comes to the weekly chart. because we just closed. I've been waiting with the recording towards the end of the day, end of the week. As you can see, that's where we are fighting. Of course, when it comes to the weekly chart, we do have a support and demand around 14,300, 14,250, and then again down towards 13,300, 13,100. That's the demand. If we are going to go higher, 15,500 is a name of the game, number one, and then we have to take into the consideration this consolidation. Mid of that point is around 16,000. So based on the weekly chart, we have 16,000 as a supply, 15,500 as a supply, and current level as a supply, right over here. Then the demand is around 14,300, 14,250, and then again 13,250 down to 13,000. That's how I see Nasdaq from the long and medium term perspective. The next one is going to be SP 500. Here, based on what we have, as you can see, it's worked very nicely as a downswing. We got back above 4,300, and we are retesting the breakout level currently around the 4,550. That's quite significant, especially taking into the consideration the monthly candle, right? So we have from the quarterly perspective, right? As of now, we have the yearly open as a high down, and taking into the consideration the lower shadow, well, that's gonna be very, very interesting. So as of now, supply based on the monthly chart is around the current level, and then again around the yearly open 4,800. When it comes to the demand, we do have a demand around 4,315, 4,300, and then again down to 4,200. If we are going to break through that level, then there you go, 3,600, 3,550 based on the monthly chart. Let's have a look what we have when it comes to the not monthly and weekly, but let's have a look what we not monthly and quarterly, but let's have a look what we have on the weekly chart and where we are fighting currently. As you can see here, we hit the supply level. Of course, we have to watch out carefully what is going on worldwide, right? That's quite significant, and it's gonna be very, very important. Inflation, the turbulence within the Eastern Europe, and all those things are gonna be crucial, right? So the question is where we are going to go from here. Are we going to break to the upside, or we are going to hold to the downside, right? If we are talking based on this weekly chart, we see that 4,000 is very, very significant as a demand support level, and we see that 4,500, 4,600 might work well as a supply level. Quite significant because it's a 10% range, quite significant range, and as of now, that's what I would like to see. Well, the next week, end of the quarter, end of the month, end of the next week is gonna be crucial. Why? Because if we are going to see at the very beginning of the next week attempt to go higher, but then we are going to see upper shadow and the close below that level, below that zone, that could be the supply setup. That could be your short setup down to retest 4,000 levels when it comes to S&P 500. The next one, when it comes to the indices, is going to be the German DAX, right? Here, very, very similar situation. What I'm talking about? I'm talking about this demand level we've seen before the market went higher and hit the high over here, right? We retest that level. We retest almost the half of that consolidation zone, and we are building the huge lower shadow showing some kind of the demand. Well, the chart is the one thing. The second thing are fundamentals. We have a huge monster outflow when it comes to the European indices that might be very crucial. It might be just the thing related to some kind of the manipulation when it comes to the market. So what we have when it comes to the levels? Well, I would say that we are talking about the levels close to 15,000 as a supply, and we are talking about the levels down to 13,000 when it comes to the demand. So it's more than 10% range. So looks like European market might be much more volatile than what we have when it comes to the US market. Let's have a look where we are when it comes to the weekly chart. Why? Because it's very important. As you can see, based on the weekly chart, beginning of the March, it was the significant move to the downside. And what has happened? Okay, we hit demand zone, all right, this lower shadow over here, we hit demand zone, but as of now, it's nothing else like the retest of the significant supply level. If we are going to break through, the next one is the mid of that range. So I can see, based on the weekly chart, the supply, the higher supply is around 15,700. The lower supply is around current level 14,650, 14,750. When it comes to the demand on the weekly is at 13,650, then again down to 13,000, and again the lower shadow 12,500. That's how the things looks like. Again, guys, you have to do your own homework. You have to do your own research. These lower shadows I've shown you on a bigger time frames, Nasdaq, S&P, and DAX, I think we might retest this level in the near future, and whatever we are going to see at the bottom on all of these indices are going to be crucial. That's where we are going to get our answer. Selling the rallies could be the name of the game when it comes to the second quarter, and buying the very deeps again on a smaller time frame when you can see the lower shadows around these significant levels. That could be your answer to the bear market. Guys, stay safe. See you around. Wish you great next trading day. And well, we are going to talk about the currencies within the next video. Take care and goodbye.